Hello YouTube, it's me, Pokemon Rudolph 5, and I'm here with another Bindo update. Okay, let's begin. Oh wait, before I start, I have a few major ones right now. I seriously need three Pokemon collectors, 2 Cyrus's Conspiracy, 2 Poketones, and the Uxie level X. I know the Uxie level X would be really hard to get, but I do have a lot of good stuff for trade and here and here. Okay, let's begin. Only one of these is for trade. These aren't for trade, unless I can get something good. That's not for trade. Now this, I'm only trading for stuff I really need. It's not for trade. This is a theme that Carlo. That's not for trade. That's not for trade. Because it's an arrow like my hound arrow. Sorry about my breathing. My breathing's giving me a little bit of a problem right now. These aren't for trade. These aren't for trade. Okay guys, hang on, I need to take a breath from my inhaler. Sorry about that, I'm having a little bit of an asthma problem right now. That's not for trade. These are the league promo ones. Also, it's not oh, I can trade one of these, can trade, that's not for trade, that's not for trade, none of these are for trade, and none of these, but yeah, none of these are for trade. But yeah, like I was saying, I also need I might need one Blastoise Unleashed. But I think I may get one tomorrow at Target because they have the Blastoise Evolution Blister Pack things. Here, let me see how many double colors I have. I only have 4, so none of those are for trade. I like to keep at least 4 of them, minimum. This is a trade. It is another Arrow Hound Owl, but I recently acquired another one from a trade. Let me go over to the light. See the jump on text and the effect and that kind of stuff is hollow and it's not supposed to be. It's the same as my other Arrow one if you've seen the video. That's not for trade. That might be for trade. But I might trade it to a friend, so I don't know, but I'm probably gonna get another one. That's not for trade. That's not for trade. Oh, I do have a 5th DCE, so I can trade one of the DCEs. That's not for trade. That's not for trade. Okay, now on to the big bangle. Those aren't for trade. I do have 5 Magnezone Prime, so I can probably trade one. Those aren't for trade. These aren't for trade. Alright, just to be clear on everything, none of my Arceus stuff, except for some of the trainers and supporters, are for trade. That's not for trade. That's not for trade. That's not for trade. Excuse me. That's not for trade. And none of these Arceus are for trade. Including that one. Those aren't for trade. That's not for trade. That's not for trade. Well, actually, I can probably trade it. Those aren't for trade. That's not for trade. How many gold trumps do I have? Yeah, let me check how much I have. I now have 3 of these glass hollow ones, and 3 reverse hollows, some Supreme Victors. I only need 4, so I can trade 1 of each probably. I'm not really too sure I want to trade this, but it depends what you can offer. That's not for trade. That's not for trade. That's not for trade. Those aren't for trade. Those aren't for trade. Those aren't for trade. Also, I don't know if anyone here has played the trading card game online, but like, the opponents, they only use cards that are mainly from Stormfront and Heart Gold or Silver. So I'm actually kind of starting to think it might be Stormfront and on, which I really do hope so, because I mean, like, I still need 2 Cyruses, 2 Poketones, and a Uxie level X. I can only trade 1 of those. But like, because I'm almost finished building my Saberlock deck. Plus, I think Stormfront and on, even though we lose stuff like Uxie, Azelf, Mesprit, stuff like that, I think it'd leave some very interesting ideas. How many combis do I have? I actually want to keep at least 4 of these combis, so I don't think I can trade any. Also, I pretty much put all of my good or usable cards in this binder. Pretty much if it does something good, and it's legal, it goes in this binder. But I have lots and lots of other cards. So, just let me know if you need something, I might have it. Also, earlier, like something I said about the Arceus stuff. I have tons of beginning doors. I only need 4 of them, so I can trade plenty. Also, for example, you see how I have 2 copycats? This one's all gold till silver one, and this one is the Call Legends one. Sometimes you see like 2 of the same card next to each other. That just means they're from different sets. So, if you need a certain card, like for example a copycat or Baby Search, let me know what set if you need one from a certain set in specific. That's not for trade. I can trade one of the old elms. Also, I recently bought a top half of jitttery legend off eBay, so now I have 1 of every legend completed. How many ultimate zones do I have? I have 7 ultimate zones, so I can trade 3 of them. For certain cards, I like to keep at least certain amounts of. Like for example, Lost World, I have 7 of them, so I can trade 3. Also, I can trade like 3 or 4. Wait, how many of those I have? Let me check. I can trade 4 of the electric ones, Hot World or Silver. Not for trade. Not for trade. Can trade 1. 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 Not for trade. Not for trade. Not for trade. Not for trade. Can trade 1. Not for trade. 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 Also, the only things out for trade beyond heal are the Pichu. What was it? Hang on. Like 2 or 3 of the party wags. Maybe an out. No, that's not for trade. The Alpha. And this. Okay, I'm gonna end this video now.